Now in Jefferson City, the Missouri Senate moments ago adjourned without passing a state funding bill for the Chiefs and the Royals.
Now the governor will have to call a special session to move it forward. KMBC 9's Matt Evans is at the state capitol to break down the debate.
The current state of affairs in Jefferson City has been described by some political insiders as in complete disarray today after several issues came to a head and infighting between the House and the Senate boiled over.
That's what I think it is. I think it's a childish temper tantrum.
On the Senate floor today, Missouri senators openly expressed their frustrations with the lower chamber after House leadership last week killed $500 million in projects earmarked across the state.
I'm a little disappointed that a few members of the House decided that they wanted to take the process into their own hands, left the majority of their body out, and pretty much have left the session in disarray.
Caught up in the fight between the chambers, the governor's proposal to keep the Chiefs and Royals in Missouri, which passed the House quickly yesterday.
I want to do everything I can to keep our teams on our side of the state line.
Marshall Republican Curtis Gregory is handling that legislation in the Senate and spent the day negotiating with his fellow senators. He says it needs to pass to keep the teams in Missouri.
I think we're at a very big step right now, at least saying, hey, this is the package we have. We want to make an effort to keep you on this side of the border.
But his fellow senators who tabled the bill last night and didn't even take it up today say there are other priorities to tackle first.
There has not been anything that I have seen that has led for the Senate to prioritize that. We prioritize the people that need it the most, then we can have a conversation on what the future of a stadium looks like in the state of Missouri.
If lawmakers don't pass that bill this week, the governor says he may bring them back for a special session this June. In Jefferson City, Matt Evans, KMBC 9 News.